On March 17, 2025, under cloudy skies and low visibility, China's J-36 stealth fighter took to the skies for its second test flight. At least, that's the official account. The Chengdu Aircraft Corporation, which is developing the J-36, is located right in the heart of Chengdu, meaning any test flights conducted there are almost impossible to hide. The second flight followed the J-36's first test flight on December 26, 2024. In what seems like a rare glimpse of the aircraft, a video surfaced on social media, posted by ex-user Huron, showing the J-36 making a sharp turn, a moment that some believe marks the first time such footage has appeared. This video provides a clearer side shot of the canopy, confirming that the J-36 is a manned fighter. While it's not detailed enough to confirm whether the J-36 uses a traditional tandem cockpit layout or a side-by-side seating configuration, the wide nose of the aircraft suggests a side-by-side seating arrangement. There are no visible indications of two pilots seated in tandem, and the canopy is seamlessly integrated into the fuselage, likely limiting rear visibility for the pilot, similar to the J-35's design. Additionally, a striking image surfaced that appears to show the J-36 using afterburners on all three of its engines. This would indicate the engines are injecting extra fuel into the exhaust for additional thrust, suggesting the aircraft may be in the process of taking off. If authentic, this would be a notable reveal, especially given that no other fighter jets currently in operation feature three engines. The J-36's triple-engine setup would make it unique, but it's important to remain cautious, as doubts about the authenticity of this image exist. In recent weeks, clearer photos of the J-36 have emerged, offering more insight into its design. Notably, one set of images shows the J-36 alongside the J-20 chase plane from various angles. These comparisons reveal that the J-36 is not significantly longer than the J-20, only about 1 meter longer, around 22 meters, compared to earlier estimates of 23 or 24 meters. However, the J-36's wingspan is much larger, at approximately 20 meters, compared to the J-20's 13-meter wingspan. The focus here is on the aircraft's width, which allows for multiple large internal weapon bays. Satellite imagery reviewed by the Warzone shows what is likely the J-36's shelter at the Chengdu test airfield. The shelter appears large enough to accommodate the aircraft's wingspan, and it is noticeably larger than others nearby. The construction of this shelter is believed to have occurred between November and December 2024, just before the J-36's first test flight. This shelter provides protection from the elements and prevents unauthorized observation from both civilians and foreign intelligence sources, including through satellite imagery. In mid-February, a brief clip surfaced online, allegedly showing the J-36's second flight. However, the claims of certain channels were proven false. Even the Weibo account that posted the video clarified it was actually footage from late December 2024. Additionally, speculative claims about the J-36's engine performance have been circulating, but these should be dismissed until further clarification is provided. If you encounter unverified claims, especially those not corroborated by multiple reliable sources, it's best to remain skeptical. Current estimates suggest the J-36's top speed is likely below Mach 3, probably around Mach 2.5 or 2.6. The aircraft is not expected to use a ramjet or scramjet engine, as some have speculated. According to the J-36's chief designer, the priority for the aircraft's engine isn't raw speed or sheer thrust, but power generation. The engines must produce sufficient power across the entire performance envelope, from subsonic to supersonic speeds. It's plausible that the J-36 uses variable cycle engines, which can operate efficiently across different flight conditions. A viewer recently raised the question of whether we should wait for confirmation from the Chinese Air Force before definitively labeling the J-36 as a sixth-generation fighter. On March 5, 2025, Hong Kong-based journalists had the opportunity to question Lieutenant General Wang Wei, the deputy commander of the PLA Air Force, about the J-36. While his response was vague, he did not reject the sixth-generation label, acknowledging that the public had already seen the aircraft. Given this, it's reasonable to continue referring to the J-36 as a sixth-generation fighter. As more test flights occur and additional images become available, I will continue to provide updates on the J-36. Recently, I was interviewed by the South China Morning Post, where I answered questions about the J-36, its role within the PLA Air Force, and whether a carrier-based version is being developed. To view this interaction, check out the linked video. Stay tuned for further updates. China has adopted strict confidentiality measures, making official information about new aircraft extremely limited. The aircraft's fuselage markings and diamond-shaped wing design suggest the J-36. Meanwhile, a separate aircraft from Shenyang, identified by its lambda wing design, is informally called the J-50. While it's known that China is developing a sixth-generation combat aviation system, the surprise debut of both the J-36 and J-50 has caught many off guard. Few anticipated China would unveil such platforms before the United States, the first to propose the concept of sixth-generation fighters. What's more, China introduced two parallel sixth-generation fighter prototypes from two competing manufacturers within hours of each other, signaling a major leap in its military aviation capabilities. 2025 could mark the beginning of China's rise as a global defense aviation hub. The J-36, developed by Chengdu Aircraft Corporation, remains mysterious, with much speculation about its design, performance, and potential role. Based on available photos and videos, the J-36 seems to feature a tailless diamond-shaped wing structure. Initially, it appeared equipped with two turbofan engines, but later analysis revealed a third engine positioned on its back, raising questions about its design. Compared to the J-20, the J-36 is clearly a larger platform. Experts estimate the J-30SIX's length at approximately 23 meters and wingspan at 19.2 meters. In comparison, the J-20 measures 20.3 meters in length with a wingspan of 12.88 meters. This suggests that the J-36 may have a maximum takeoff weight of 50 to 60 tons, significantly heavier than even the Su-34, which has a maximum takeoff weight of 45 tons. While the Su-34 is closer to a bomber than a fighter, the J-36, despite its size, is classified as a fighter. Its weight could approach that of a Russian frontline bomber. The inclusion of a third engine likely compensates for any shortfall in thrust from the two WS-15 engines, which reportedly produce 16,000 kgf, stronger than the Su-34's AL-31F M1 engines, which produce 13,500 kgf. The two WS-15 engines alone should be sufficient to power the J-36. Thus, the third engine likely serves other purposes, such as enhancing electrical power generation to support advanced avionics, sensors, electronic warfare systems, and possibly even laser or microwave self-defense systems. This extra engine could allow the J-36 to act as a central node in controlling drone swarms and smart munitions, marking it as a versatile, autonomous platform with a long operational range. The J-36 might also function as a command and control aircraft, capable of coordinating large-scale drone operations and other manned platforms. For this purpose, it would need powerful computing systems and the ability to handle large data streams, necessitating a dedicated, energy-intensive system. The third engine would help supply the necessary power, allowing the aircraft to support these systems for extended periods. Additionally, the J-36 might feature variable cycle engines, enabling the engines to operate at varying speeds based on flight conditions. This would improve fuel efficiency and power output, optimizing the aircraft's operational range and performance. Given its size and weight, the J-36 is expected to have large internal weapon bays capable of carrying various munitions, including the PL-17 long-range air-to-air missile, precision-guided glide bombs, and air-launched cruise missiles. The aircraft's primary role could involve striking targets along the first island chain, comprising Japan, Taiwan, the Philippines, and Indonesia, and possibly reaching the second island chain. Its extended range, especially without the need for aerial refueling, would give it a significant advantage in these operations.